got going on with Tanya. I don't
Oh,
give a shit about what you and Tanya
oh,
got going on, and you being
oh.
jealous of her being always dancing for me and crying about that shit over
Jealousy.
and over. I
It's
don't care.
jealousy.
I'm a married man. I
It's
don't care about
jealousy.
Tanya. You go ahead
Oh,
and keep
oh.
Tanya. She don't want you. I don't know. I
I,
don't care.
and
Ain't
I don't
nobody
care.
lie on you and
I
nothing.
don't
You
care
in
if
this
she wants
theatrical
me.
bullshit you on.
It's
I mean, I
theatrical.
hope you haven't started drinking
Oh,
again, man. I really
oh.
wish you the best, but
I
cut it the
really
fuck
wish
out.
you
You
did.
sound like a goddamn
It's
fool. Like,
exploitation.
seriously, leave my
It's
wife the
exploitation.
fuck
It's
alone. Just leave my wife
exploitation.
the fuck
Do
alone.
y'all see what
Okay?
I'm talking
And that's
about?
what
Do
all I'm gonna
y'all
have to say.
no, this
So
is
have a
what you
good day, Ange.
just
Good
proved.
have a good day.
You just proved
Go back to the
exactly who you
TikTok
are.
side you was on.
You just proved exactly who the fuck you are. Y'all see how he just dropped out of my fucking box? He came on here, he brought up my alcoholism, right? He brought up the alcoholism. He came on here, he questioned me, talking about Tanya being jealous of Tanya. Jealous of what? Jealous of what? Do y'all see what he does? This is what he does on a daily fucking basis. He comes on this app, he exploits black trauma. He exploits black trauma. That's what he does. His entire platform is exploitation of black trauma. And that's why he just dropped out of this box real quick. Real quick. I didn't disrespect him. I didn't call him out of his name. Did I? Did I? Did I call him out of his name? Did I cuss him out? Nope. Nope. I talked to him like a man. I told him, I don't blame you for taking up for your wife. I don't. I don't blame you for taking up for your wife. But what you're not going to do is come on here and threaten a black woman that you came after, that you hosted lives questioning her blackness. You hosted lives questioning her blackness, questioning her integrity, going after her children, allowing other people to go after her children. You did that on your fucking platform. So you goddamn right I came after you. Because who else is going to take up for her? Who else is going to take up for her? But what did he turn it into? Some homophobic ass shit. Oh, you're jealous of me. Jealous of what? You are married. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. There are beautiful black women everywhere. If I wanted to have any of them, I would have them. At the end of the day, I'm on a spiritual journey. It's not about that. But what I am is real. What I am is real. And I'm just like back then, taking up for my friend. Just like I did back then, I'm doing it right now, taking up for her. You cannot come on this app and threaten her and her kids. And I'm not going to say nothing. I don't give a shit what she's saying. I don't give a shit what y'all are calling conspiracy theories. I don't care about none of that. But you see how he came off in here, brought up my alcoholism, brought up the exploitation of black trauma. That's what he does. And clearly, Tanya is close to truth. Clearly, what she's saying is very true. Clearly, for him to even show up in my life, right? For him to show up in my life, somebody that he calls a nobody, that he doesn't even see me on TikTok. He doesn't even watch my he doesn't even watch my content, but he repeats everything that I say, just like I Speak does. They both repeat my verbiage on their videos, but they don't watch me. Okay. Okay. Right. I'm a nobody. They don't even watch me, right? But you show up in my life for why? For why? Exactly, Nene. Exactly. Like they come on this app and act like they're Michael Jackson. And it's annoying. And y'all know that I have been the same Angie Pryor from day one. Cray cray. Cray cray. Cray cray in behind Tanya. Cray cray in behind her children. Cray cray, period. And I'm going to continue to be the same Angie. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if she's mad about it. I don't give a shit if he's mad about it. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm the same Angie. Everywhere I show up, the same Angie. It don't have nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with him. Like, listen, he said, I know you're jealous. And, boy, what? Like, if you knew what I knew, if you knew what I knew, you wouldn't even be saying that. You be sitting up looking cray cray. You wouldn't even be sitting up looking cray cray right now if you knew what I knew. But okay, well, you can go on and say what you want to say, baby. But at the end of the day, you keep coming on here and threaten this black woman, I'm going to say something. I don't care what you say. And like I said, if your wife has a problem with whatever Tanya's theories are, then she needs to come to the front line and check her. But a grown ass black man coming to the front line threatening black women is a no-no. I don't give a shit. It's fuck boy shit. Do I blame you for doing it? No, that's your wife. I don't blame you for doing it. I get it. You see what I'm doing right now? And me and Tanya don't even talk. We don't even talk. I haven't talked to her in months. But I'm out on fuckboy shit. Like you ain't finna come on this motherfucker and just threaten to do whatever the fuck you talking about doing. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. But you come on here, I hope you're not drinking anymore. And I know that you're jealous of it. It's the homophobic and just like, putting out black trauma and exploitation of black trauma. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And it's what you do on a daily basis. And that's why I don't fuck with you. Because you are equivalent to a white man. You come on this app on a daily basis and you exploit black women. You exploit black men on a daily fucking basis. That's what you do. That's what you do. I'm sitting up having a regular conversation with you. You bringing up my problem with alcohol. You're bringing up, homophobic shit. Because that's what you do. It's the reason why in one live, you said about that man hurting his wife, you said the actual phrase of him beating his wife over 30 times in one live. Over 30 times you repeated the same phrase over 30 times in one live. Is he a piece of shit? Absolutely. But you repeating that phrase of him beating his wife down over 30 times in one live tells me exactly who the fuck you are. And you're a fucking Nixon, a Richard Nixon, a Ronald Reagan. That's who the fuck you are. You're a Ronald Reagan, a Richard Nixon. You love exploiting black trauma. That's what you do. That's what you do. And you take pride in that shit. You take pride in exploiting black trauma. Black men and black women exploiting black trauma. That's what you do every time you come on this app. And what's so irritating about it is that you try to hide it like you're bringing awareness, like Tanya does, right? That's what you do. You come on this app and act like you're bringing awareness, like Tanya does. But you're not. Because if you were, you wouldn't be repeating the most fucking ridiculous phrases over and over and over and over again, over 30 times in each one of your fucking lives. You're not bringing awareness. You're going after shock value. You're going after shock value. I literally sat there and counted. You said 38 times. 38 fucking times that man beat that woman down in front of her fucking kid. At some point in time, is that not transferring energy? At some point in time, is that not transferring negative energy to the followers, to the people that are listening to the fucking live? Is that not transferring negative energy? Of course it is. Of course it's transferring negative energy. Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it is. Like, to the point that y'all, I don't know what the fuck y'all on this app doing, and I don't care. At the end of the fucking day, my IQ is extremely fucking high. Okay, now one of you bitches fuck with me, and you know it. And that's why you teamed up to come after me. You know you can't fuck with me. You know that you can't fuck with my IQ. And I'm just telling it just like it T.I. is. I'm a real ass nigga. You don't get to come on this app and threaten that woman talking about putting your foot, your knee, or whatever the fuck you said on her neck after you absolutely was disloyal to this woman. Absolutely was disloyal to this woman. She was your friend, your true friend. And you dragged this woman. You held lives, held panels, dragging this woman. So no, bitch, you don't get to come on here and threaten her. And I don't say nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Nothing else. You are absolutely wrong. And just like the fuck I said, I don't give a fuck about your wife not caring about TikTok, none of that shit. If she has a problem with anything that's being said about her on this fucking app, if she has a problem with anything that's being said about her husband on this app, she needs to come to this motherfucker to the front line and check it. Because that's what the fuck I would do. That's what the fuck I would do. I promise you. I would be ready and willing to walk anybody the fuck down and behind my man, and behind my woman, and behind my children. Facts. But you, as a man, coming on here threatening this woman, this is the second time. I didn't even say nothing the first time. But you came out and threatened her the first time. And it was not what it do. It was not a good look for you. Being that you come on this app saying that you protect black women. You came on here and threatened that woman. I didn't even say nothing. I ain't even said nothing. I was trying to mind my own affairs. Trying to mind my own business. And baby, please understand, there's nothing for me to be jealous about you. Nothing. What I don't like is to be lied to. I don't like not knowing the entire truth. And so when I know that I don't have the entire truth, I have a problem with that because I have the gift of knowing. It's not about jealousy. It's about knowing the truth, the entire truth. And I still don't have the entire truth. And you know that, right? You know I don't have the entire truth. And that's why you come on my platform with this fuckboy shit. Right? Right? Right. At the end of the day, I didn't cuss you out. I didn't talk bad to you. You came up here and you the one dropped out of my platform. You the one dropped out of my platform. I just called you out on your fuckboy shit. You on a fucking social media application threatening black women. Putting your foot on their necks. It's not a good look. And you're saying you're protecting your wife. I get it. I get it. I'm definitely, and I always have protected my wives. You know what I'm saying? But if your wife really has a problem, she really pissed off, well, why wouldn't she call her out? I don't get that. I really don't get that. I don't get that. I've never expected either one of my wives to go in or call out a nigga that I'm having problems with. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to handle that. And they never expect me, vice versa, to call out some feminine presenting woman that they have a problem with. It was never like that. Not wife number one, not wife number two. They called out the feminine presenting women themselves. They stanced on whatever the fuck they want to stance on. So I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm confused. Completely confused. And yeah, Nene, very much so. Common denominator. And I've been doing that. And, you know, I know that I really haven't been, on the scene or whatever, but I've been in the background watching because Spirit told me to. Spirit told me that, my justice was going to be served for me to sit back and watch my justice be served. But it would be served. But for me to stay out of it and not say anything. But I'm telling you right now, anytime anybody comes on here threatening Tanya or threatening her kids, I'm going to have a problem with it. I'm going to say something every fucking time. I don't give a fuck if we haven't talked in 10 years. I don't care. That is the realness in me. I'm just a real person. I'm real. And I'm going to say something every time. Point blank, period. Can't nobody come on here and threaten Tanya or threaten her kids, and I'm not going to say anything. And that's just, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Period. Period. It's not going to happen. So, but, you know, I've been told to sit back and just watch the dominoes fall, basically, and watch justice be served. And, you know, for this to come out with his wife, like I said, I don't know anything about Tanya's data or information. That's something he has to deal with her on. I'm not going to speak on that. But I'm only going to speak on him threatening her. And I'm out on that. I will not stand on that. I'm not going to stand on that. Because I know for a fact that this woman stands for that man. Stands for his family. Stands for his wife. Stands for his children. I know that for a fact. And he did her dirty. I watched him do her dirty. And she stands on his name, stands on his family's name, stands on his children, stands on his fucking wife. I know that for a fact. I was there. I was there in the Zoom calls. I was there in WhatsApp. I was there. And for him to come on this app and threaten it, I don't give a fuck what she talking about. I don't care what she talking about right now. I know that that woman stands for you. And you did her dirty. So whatever the fuck she has to say right now, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. Period. Because when she was standing for you, you did her dirty. Period. So I don't give a fuck what she has to say about your bitch ass. Period. I don't give a fuck what she has to say about your wife. Nothing. I don't care. Because when she was standing for you, you did her dirty. And you let people up in your panel to do her dirty and talk about her dirty. And that's just point blank, period. I witnessed it. Period. I do not care. Anything after that, I don't care. Facts. I don't know what you thought you was doing coming over here talking about. You had something to say like, nigga, you already know better than that. You already know better than that. You already knew I wasn't no punk. You already knew that, didn't you? Yeah, that's why y'all didn't like me. That's why y'all never shared my content. That's why y'all never promoted my fucking platform. Because you already knew I wasn't no punk. You already knew I was different. You already knew I was different. Like, y'all knew I was different from the very fucking beginning. Period. Y'all knew I was authentic. And that's why y'all didn't like me. Because I was too truthful. I was too truthful. You got motherfucking crooked ass motherfuckers coming on here talking about, oh yeah, she's always been the most honest one out of all of them. Right. Y'all knew I was truthful. You knew I was. I was too honest, too authentic, and too truthful to be around you motherfuckers. Facts. You knew that. So I don't know why the fuck you come over here like, I don't know what you was trying to do. I don't know. But nigga, I don't have fear, period. It's like, period. I don't know what you thought. Period. And then I say it again. It is straight bitch assness for you to come on this app threatening a black woman in behind anything after you did her dirty, period. You did her dirty. She stands for you. She was a good friend to you. And you came on this fucking app and dragged the fuck out of her. And then allowed other people that were non-black to come in your panel and question her blackness, question her integrity. And it was disgusting. It was disgusting of you as a black man to do that. It was disgusting. And I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you because of that. It's straight bitch assness. Straight bitch assness. Period. I don't fuck with you because of that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about no grace that's being given to you. I don't give a fuck about none of that. And you can't get me to believe that if the conspiracy is correct, that your wife is on this motherfucker doing fucked up shit and you don't know nothing about it. You can't get me to believe that. Sorry. You can't get me to believe that shit. You can't get me to believe that. Not one fucking bit. Not one fucking bit. Y'all been married for a long time. So if your wife is involved in fuck shit on this app, nigga, you been knowing about it. You been knowing about it.
Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the niggas in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Marley Marl. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Raw G, Brucey B, Kick It Free. Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
Okay, Ty. That's okay. Anyway. But Taj, you see how this dude moved though? And I really hope that you stop drinking. I hope that you stop. You see how this dude moved though? This dude, like, yo, this dude is dying. He was sitting up, I can't remember what live it was, but he was sitting up talking about somebody being diabolical. This dude is diabolical. He's diabolical. The exploitation of black trauma is absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, nigga, I'm sitting here eating tacos. I wish I had a shot, but I haven't had one. But I'm eating tacos. I'm eating fucking tacos. Like, what's like, yo? I hope you're not drinking anymore, and I hope you're not. It's the fucking diabolical exploitation of black trauma for me. You wish I was drinking, because that way you would have an excuse for being a fuckboy. That way you would have an excuse for being a fuckboy, for coming on this fucking application and threatening black women. That would be your excuse. And nigga, nah. Nah. Good try, but nah. You done irritate the hell out of me. So yeah, I wish I had a shot of Patron, you know, but all I got is El Pastor, El Pastor tacos. That's all I got is tacos. But boy, stop coming on here with that exploitation. That shit don't work with me. That shit don't work with me. And if you thought you were gonna come on here and tell this woman you was gonna put your fucking knee on her neck and I wasn't gonna say anything, you got me all the way fucked up. All the way fucked up. Twisted. Twisted. Tasha, listen, you know. You already knew I was coming. You already knew I was coming. Like I said, she can move freely, say what the fuck she want to say, do what she want to fucking do on this fucking app. She's earned it. She's earned it. Y'all did her fucking bad. Yeah, you should have known. Known I was coming. Reactivate. Listen, I got the text message from TikTok. Do you want to reactivate your account? Reactivate this motherfucker. Like, reactivate. Hell no. No, I was coming. He knew. Shit. I hope you're not drinking anymore. I hope you kill yourself. Like that is the type of nigga he is. Like, I want y'all to understand, all of these motherfuckers are diabolical. When I tell y'all, when I come on this app and I say, these people purposely tried to get me to unalive myself for content. I'm being dead ass serious. Like, I'm not playing. These people tried to get me to unalive myself for content. This is the type of people we talking about. So no, I'm not going to sit idly by while this motherfucker threatens Tanya, threatens her kids or whatever, and not say nothing. I'm going to say something. These motherfuckers are evil. They are diabolical. They are demonic as fuck. I'm going to say something. They literally tried to get me to unalive myself for content. Literally. Literally. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Exactly, Tasha. He can't be trusted. He always friends with everyone when it comes. Tasha, he be telling on himself in every fucking live. Does anybody hear it but me? Does anybody hear the shit that he be saying but me? Like, do y'all remember, what's her name? I think her name K-Dub or whatever. Do y'all remember her saying in a fucking lie that she was texting that nigga? But she supposed to be a op. She supposed to be his op. But she was saying, I was just texting you the night before. Like yo, listen, that shit happens all the time. Where he be like texting ops, people that hate him, are supposed to hate him. He be having phone conversations with them, texting them. They be texting him. Like what? Boys, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I really don't give a fuck, you know. But just don't come on here threatening nobody. Just don't come on here, because I'm gonna say something every time, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit back in the cut and act like it's all good, and you sitting up threatening black women, especially that black woman. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna call your ass out. I don't give a fuck if you come in here and get in the box. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like I said, I have a problem with you because I watched this woman stand for you, and you set up and you hosted lives, question this woman's blackness, question this woman's integrity, after she stands for you, your wife, your kids, your entire fucking family. You a piece of shit for that. Period. Period. Like I said, even I got cussed out in behind your fucking high yellow ass. And you sitting up threatening this woman. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Period. I know y'all remember her checking police's ass. Like when I think his wife came on and said that she didn't want him referring to other women as sis or something like that. And I think if I remember correctly, Tanya was even checking that shit. Like the wife came on and said, it ain't no sis shit. Like, stop saying that shit. And police was still, allowing him to refer to her as sis and not checking the shit. After his wife had said that shit. Even Tanya was taking up for that shit. And it's like, bruh, so you gonna come on here and threaten her? She sitting up dancing for your fucking wife. Man, Tasha, listen, because he thought that was it. Like, people don't know me. So All they know is that I'm cray cray. So anytime I'm being cray cray, and they know that before that I had issues with drinking, they're gonna bring that up. That doesn't bother me. But the problem is that all I've had tonight is tacos. That's the fucking problem. All I've had tonight is some motherfucking tacos. So it doesn't, it's not going anywhere. All I've had tonight is El Pastor. So it don't work tonight. It might have worked, maybe a different night, but it ain't working tonight. All I've had is Pastor. But that's what coons do. That's what tap dancing ass coons do. They bring up people's, they exploit black trauma. That's what they do. That's what he does. Like I said, that's why he brought up that man beating that woman and the way he was wording it, beating that woman up in front of her son. He said it over 38 times in one fucking live. It's exploitation. It's not awareness. It's exploitation. It's shock value. Like I said, you have to have enough brains, enough brain power to handle those type of conversations if you're going to have awareness lives like that. And I only know one person on this side of Black TikTok that has that type of brain power, that has that type of skill set to where those type of lives can be held and it's not exploitation. It's actual awareness. And it ain't him. Point blank period. Point blank period. But all I've had tonight, Tasha, is Pastor. That shit was popping too. They had the extra pineapples. But that's what he does. That's what he does. He exploits black women. He exploits black men. He's a piece of shit. He's no different from anybody else that he's going after on this app. He exploits black trauma. That's what he does. Period. And that's why it was so easy for him. Once again, this is the second time that he came on this motherfucker threatening this woman. And I just don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm not going to sit back and not say anything. Like I said, Tanya don't need nobody to take up for her. She doesn't. She doesn't need anybody to take up for her. She doesn't need anybody to protect her. Like, she done handled these motherfuckers by herself, single-handedly, completely destroyed each one of their platforms. None of them have a platform because of her. Period. And because of her intel, because of her, POVs. She don't need nobody to protect her. But I'm definitely going to come out and stance. I'm going to stance every time. And, that's just me being who I am as a person. I'm always going to be authentic. And my authentic self is stancing for what's right. And what's right is this nigga not coming on here threatening this black woman after the type of friend that she's been to him. Period. I don't give a shit what the fuck she's saying about your wife right now. She's been a friend to you. So if your wife is mad about that, she needs to fucking check her. Woman to woman. But not you as a black man coming to the front lines on this fucking app. Like, nigga, fuck you. Period. And that's where I'm at. Tosh, you already know. You already know, Tosh. Listen, my ignorant ass. We do not care. We do not care. All day long, I've been irritated as fuck. I'm like, why are we doing this? I guess I was supposed to be intimidated. I don't know. Was I supposed to be intimidated, Tosh? Him coming over and getting in my box. I don't know. I don't care. Was I supposed to retract what I was saying? That wasn't gonna happen. I know he is. I know Siri ABC. I already know. He went, I don't know about I know. Let me tell you exactly what he's gonna say, Siri. He's gonna say, I don't know why Angie coming at me like that. She's always been jealous of me. She thinks that me and Tanya has a thing going on. Listen, I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't know who you are, AK. So I'm not letting you up. I don't know you. But that's exactly what he gonna be doing, Siri. She's always been jealous of me. But you know, that's that light skin shit. That's that light skin shit. Exactly, Tasha. Exactly. And nobody's scared of that nigga. At all. This nigga claimed the fame that he beat up Patrick. Who cares? I be standing to myself. But as a black woman, I'm always gonna stand for what's right. You know what I'm saying? So he came on here threatening this woman again. And so any black woman that's not on this app standing for that shit is a coward, period. A coward, period. I don't give a damn about none of these niggas on here playing this alpha male ass bullshit. Exactly, Tasha. Exactly. Boy, stop. Boy, stop. I wouldn't even punch Patrick. I'd have just slapped him. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? You've been called out by you, police, a cartel, and Tanya within 2 weeks. You know, I can't speak for Tanya. I can't speak for Polisa. I can't speak for cartel. I'm just speaking for myself. And I'm not going to pretend like it doesn't bother me, you know, that he's on here threatening Tanya when I was behind the scenes, you know, during that whole J4P bullshit. And I know that Tanya cared about him, cared about his family, cared about his children, cared about his wife, and she stands for them. I know that for a fact. I saw it. And so for him to come on here and allow the, you know, panels in his lives about her that he allowed, I don't like him for that reason alone. And no matter what she says, it doesn't change for me. It doesn't change for me. And, you know, that is the respect that, you know, me and when me and Tanya were friends, that was the respect we had for each other. She was able to tell me her POV honestly, and I was able to tell her my POV honestly. And I didn't fuck with him for that reason, period. And so he can make it into being, you know, this whole jealousy or whatever he's trying to make it out to be. But it's truly about his character and the things that he did, that he allowed on his platform. And that's what it's about. Point blank, period. It's not about anything else. His platform and what he allowed on his platform when it came to that woman. And I was behind the scenes and knew that she stands for him, his kids, and his wife. His wife. She stands for his wife. And he came up here and allowed people that were non-black to come onto his platform, question her blackness, question her integrity, question her intelligence, and then talk about her cosmetically, which really blew my mind. Exactly. Tasha, exactly. And, I'm not a fake person. So I'm not going to come on here, regardless of what Tanya has said about me in these lives. I've explained that. And, people can say what they want to say. They can call me stupid. They can call me foolish or whatever. But y'all didn't get done how we got done by these people. You didn't get done how we got done by these people. And so I've said it 3,000 times. I wouldn't trust nobody on this fucking app. After the way we got done, I wouldn't trust nobody on this app. Period. And that is being realistic. That is being realistic. That is being real. The things that were said and done to us and the way it was said and done about us and to us on this app was so diabolical. It was so evil that we both have trauma from this app. We both have PTSD from this app. And I'm a real enough person to understand that. And so, no, I don't give a shit what she said about me on this fucking app. What I'm not gonna do is sit back and this nigga is sitting up threatening her and I'm not gonna say something. I'm sorry. It just ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen. Everybody can say what they want to say, but it just ain't gonna happen. Point blank, period. The nigga is on some fuck boy shit. Period. He's a fuck boy. He's a fuck boy ass coward. And like I said, maybe not my second wife, but my first wife would have been on the front line, cussing motherfuckers out. Like, I don't understand. Yo, I don't understand it. My first wife, she would have been on this app cussing people the fuck out and behind me. Period. And like I said, if she has a problem with whatever, I can't speak for Tanya's POV. That's Tanya's POV. I don't know what her POV is. I don't know what her data is. I don't know what she's seen. I don't know. We haven't talked in months. I don't know. But what I do know is what I've seen. And that's her stancing for him back then, stancing for his wife back then, stancing for his children back then. I know that for a fact. So for him to come on here and threatening her, I'm not about that life. No, nice Bookie Bear. I don't know what you mean by doing the bullshit. I never did bullshit with anybody. Never. I never did bullshit with anybody. Like, I was the only one that was calling out, what's her name? Fuck. I can't remember it. Calling out, what's his name? Sobe. Yeah, Sobe. He was on one of Tanya's lives calling Petty Road monkeys and shit like that. I was the only one going to fuck off. I went off. I've never stanced on bullshit. So no, never. And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all be on here and you see these sound bites and y'all be going with these sound bites. But when you go and you start looking in these Zoom calls that we were in and these fucking WhatsApp chats that we were in, this bitch right here always stood on business. Always stood on fucking business. And if it was something that I did not agree with, I said it. Period. I said it. And anybody that's been around long enough will tell you that. No, I was not doing bullshit with anybody. Period. So you weren't cool with the shit they did to people. I don't know what you mean shit that they did with people. If you meant bringing awareness and calling people out for their fuck shit, that's a different story. But I don't know what you're talking about. So you got to be specific. NBA Sosa Man, I don't even know who you are. Stop sending the request. I don't know who you are. But you have to be specific. I don't know what you're talking about. But if you're talking about bringing awareness to fuck shit that's going on, absolutely, I was absolutely in agreement with fuck shit being called out and awareness. But be specific. Don't just be general. Be specific. But I'm sure you're one of those troll accounts from one of those camps. So, but I don't have the equipment that Blaze has. I don't have the equipment that Tanya has. So when people comes into my lives, I can see who they really are. I don't have none of that shit. I don't do none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But I'm sure you're from one of their camps. So be specific. Be specific. Like I don't play these fucking stupid ass games that y'all be playing. I'm not finna go buy no equipment to know who the fuck who. I don't have time for none of that. I don't have time for none of that, yo. I don't do none of that shit. Like, I'm just keeping it 100. You're not finna come on here and threaten this woman, and I know she stands for your black ass. Period. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. So, I don't know what camp you're from. If you're from the Blaze camp, if you're from the police camp, I really don't care. But be specific. Don't come here being general. Be specific. Because if you're talking about calling people out as far as awareness on fuck shit, like protecting children, trafficking, bullshit ass lies on essay stories and stuff like that, be specific. And I'll give you a very direct answer. I'm a very honest person. So, but don't come in here with generalizations. Be specific. Okay, so what are you talking about? Be specific. Be specific. Because if you're talking about bringing awareness to fuck shit, I absolutely was about that. Absolutely. This dude done came here and messed up my fucking appetite. I was on this damn tacos. That pastor was going all the way down through there, Tosh. All the way down through there. Your ass is in Austin, so I already know. You know what I'm talking about. So you're not going to be specific. Oh, yeah, San Antonio. Texas is Texas, girl. You got them tacos. That's what I'm saying. You got them street tacos, especially there. Them chunks of pineapple with that pork. Yes. Yes. I do the green, the salsa verde and the red salsa. The onions and cilantro. Ooh, it's so good. Girl, I've been off in here smashing the gas on these tacos. My ass was listening to music, chilling. And this nigga came in here with this fuck shit. I don't know if I was supposed to be intimidated or what. Is that a recent flick? If so, you are withering away. No, that's not a recent. Damn, Nene, don't do me like that. That's not a recent flick. That's actually probably I think that was like 4 or 5 months after I had the weight loss surgery. So when you first have the gastric sleeve, you drop down way too low and then you build back up. And so that was like 4 or 5 months after I had the sleeve. And I was down to 125, which was obviously too light. My doctor wanted me to be at 150. So I build it back up. But you drop down really, really fast after the sleeve. Ooh, barbacoa. Yes. Yes. That's the lamb. That's the lamb meat. So good. So good, Tosh. So no, that's not a recent pic. Don't do me like that, Nene. Don't do me. I was cute. I was feeling myself. Listen, that's a picture where that's like one of the first pics that I was really feeling myself because before I had the surgery, I was 285 fucking pounds. So I was thickums. So to get down to that weight, I was at 127 to be exact in that picture. And, before I had the surgery, I was 285. And so I got down to 127. And girl, I was feeling myself. I was like, yes. And then my sister came in town and was like, no, bitch, your ass need to eat. You need to eat something. And I was like, damn, I thought I was looking good. And sis was like, girl, you need to eat. All right, fuck. So I went to eating and shit. I had to get back. And so my doctor said I had got too small, but he said that was normal. And I got back up to, once I got to 154, my doctor was happy. But I had got down. When I got to the 120s, I was like, am I dying? Am I wasting away? And my doc was like, nah, that's normal. You drop a lot of weight at first. Yeah, a lot of weight. I was lightweight like a motherfucker. But I was feeling myself. I'm like, yes. And that picture right there, I could take my jeans from when I was 285. I'm not even going to lie, y'all. I could take my jeans and step both feet into one leg of my jeans. I'm not even lying. On this pic right here, I did that actually. I stepped both feet in one leg of my jeans. That's how small I got. It was crazy. Yes. And my sister was like, bitch, you need to eat. You need to start eating. But, they take 85% of your stomach for the gastric sleeve, not the bypass, the sleeve. And so you can't eat as much as, you used to eat. And you still feel full when you eat. So I wasn't eating as much as I was eating before, but I still was satisfied. I felt full, you know what I mean? But shit. I dropped down so damn fast. They have you on a high protein diet. You have to do like a lot of protein juices, protein shakes, and a lot of meat, a lot of protein. It is still effective right now. I've expanded my stomach, my sleeve. Even though they take 85% of your stomach, what's left, it looks like the shape of it looks like a sleeve. That's why they call it the gastric sleeve. But you can expand that sleeve to where you can intake more food, drinking carbonated drinks. And my ass, drinking energy drinks, expanded my sleeve. So that's why I have a little bit of a belly right now, because I drink energy drinks. Not as much as I used to, but drinking carbonated drinks, it expands your sleeve to where you can intake more food. But you're not supposed to drink carbonated drinks after the sleeve. You're supposed to stay high protein diet, protein shakes, protein juices, and stuff like that. But my ass is hard-headed, and I never do what I'm supposed to do. So I was drinking carbonated drinks, sodas, and energy drinks and stuff like that. And that expands your sleeve to where you can intake more food. So I got a little bit of a belly right now. But I just now went back to, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I started doing my protein shakes and just eating a lot of meat and just sticking with raw veggies. Because once you've had the sleeve, once you go back to a high protein diet, then you drop really fast. I don't know if you guys remember when Tasha and Tanya had that live, and she was like, "Oh my God, you look good right now." And Tasha was like, "You look good, Angie." I had went back to nothing but protein, just protein shakes and protein, and I dropped really, really fast. So because your stomach is gone, it never comes back. They take 85% of your stomach. It never comes back. So once you go back to a high protein diet, you drop weight really, really fast. But if you keep drinking carbonated drinks, then you'll maintain a little bit of belly. You'll maintain weight, and in your cheeks, and your neck, and your thighs, your bottom. You know what I mean? But once you go back to high protein, then you drop really fast. And I was doing very little cardio. I was just doing a lot of weights. I was doing a lot of weights and just very little cardio. And then I was on a high protein diet, and I dropped fast. So once you've already had the gastric sleeve, then and you go back to a high protein diet, then you lose weight really fast. But I was out on the gastric bypass, because the gastric bypass, they actually have to reroute your intestines and stuff like that. And I have 2 autoimmune diseases, and so my doctor recommended for me to have the gastric sleeve, because at 285 pounds, the 2 autoimmune diseases that I have, it was torturous. I was always in a lot of pain, and it was very difficult for me to work out because of the nerve pain that I had. And so my doctor recommended for me to get the gastric sleeve, because my insurance covered it pretty much 100% at the time. So I got that, and I think the surgery was like 4 hours or so, and I was up walking the same day. I was walking around the hospital the same day, and then they released me 4 or 5 hours after I had the surgery and let me go home. And I was walking around my apartment complex the same day, just doing laps around my apartment complex after the surgery. So it wasn't an intrusive surgery. They do it robotically, which is the reason why I chose it. But the gastric bypass is very dangerous. They reroute your intestines, and all of the people that I knew that had the bypass, they gained all of their weight back. But everybody that I knew that had the sleeve, they didn't gain back all of their weight ever. I mean, it's not possible. I mean, like I said, they take 80% of your stomach, so you never gain all of that weight back. But yeah, in this picture right here, that was my very first picture after the surgery that I actually felt attractive in this picture. I was 127 pounds in that picture. You could still see I had a little bit of a belly, but I had lost all that weight. Like I said, I was 285 pounds. I was huge. There's a picture that I posted. I think it was on my Facebook page. It was like a split screen of me at 285 pounds and then me at this weight right here in this picture. And it's crazy. But a lot of my belly fat came from me having an overgrown uterus. Like I had a emergency hysterectomy because my uterus was so big, it was coming through my cervix like I was having a baby, and they had to, remove it. Like it was urgent. and I ended up on bed rest for weeks after that surgery. Oh wow, T. Yeah, I've never gained all of my weight back. I have gained weight just because I drank carbonated drinks to expand my sleeve. But I'm nowhere near the 285 that I was at. I think the closest that I got was 220. It was like 220, 225, and that's the heaviest I'll get. But I always catch myself and just go back to not drinking carbonated drinks, going back to a high protein diet. Yeah. When you drink those carbonated drinks, it expands your sleeve. So you have to be careful with the sleeve because the carbonated drinks will expand it and allow you to intake more food. But if you go back to a high protein diet, you'll drop weight really, really fast without a lot of exercising. Like I said, I did very little cardio and I was doing a lot of weightlifting and I dropped fast. Yeah. You just have to switch up. It's hard. I'm not a soda drinker. I don't drink sodas. I don't like soda. But I love energy drinks. Like, listen, my ass is delusional. So I'll be getting like the sugar-free Monsters or the sugar-free Red Bulls or whatever. You know what I mean? And I be thinking it's like that it's okay because it's sugar-free. Like I be mind fucking myself because it's sugar-free. But they're all terrible. They are all terrible for your body. Every last one of them, even the sugar-free, the zero sugars, they are terrible for your organs. So anything carbonated is not good. Not good. Not especially after you had the sleeve. I'm doing the switch where they give a sleeve. Oh, wow. Really? Okay. Well, I pray that everything goes okay with that. I'm going to be honest with you. I really, really don't like the bypass, but I definitely pray for you, hon, that everything goes safe and everything goes good for you on the surgery. But I don't like that bypass. I mean, rerouting the intestines, it could be dangerous. So just make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you take care of yourself. And just be careful and be healthy. Make healthy choices. Oh, wow. Spin the part, which means the literal don't absorb any Okay. You're welcome. Yeah, just be safe, hon, and just, make sure you do your research and make healthy choices and do what you're supposed to do. There's a lot that goes along with the bypass that you have to do that's extra that you don't have to do with the sleeve. So just be sure to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? My ex-sister-in-law did the bypass, and I was married to her twin sister, and her twin sister and I, we did the sleeve, but she did the bypass, and she dropped really, really fast in weight. And then within 2 years, I think it was, she gained a lot of it back after the bypass. And, even right now today, my ex-wife has not ever gained back the weight that she had on her before she had the sleeve, and neither have I. Like I said, the heaviest I've gotten is 220, 225, and like I said, I was 285 pounds. But neither one, me or my ex-wife, have gained that weight back after the sleeve. But my sister did gain a lot of the weight back after the bypass. Oh no, yeah. Everybody's body handles the surgery different. The sleeve is not an intrusive surgery. It's literally a robotic surgery. So, but everybody's body chemistry is different. Like, for instance, my ex-wife, she could not do any chocolate whatsoever, not even a year after the surgery. But I can do like a Reese's peanut butter cup or whatever without it messing up my stomach. You know what I mean? But she could not do any chocolate at all without it really, really tearing up her stomach. So